Infinity is not merely a large number. It means to be truly without limit. The region of the universe close enough for us to observe contains over 100 billion galaxies and trillions of dwarf galaxies. A dwarf galaxy typically contains several billion stars. A normal galaxy contains an average of several hundred billion stars. Added together, this is far more stars than all the grains of sand on Earth. This is just the section of the universe that is close enough for us to observe. What if we travel beyond the region of the universe that is visible to us? There are three possibilities. One possibility is that we live in what we call an open universe. Here, just as the number pi contains an infinite number of digits without any repeating patterns, so too would the universe possess an infinite number of stars and galaxies. Even if we were the only two left on this star. Another possibility is that we live in what we call a closed universe. Suppose we travel along a straight path that extends without a beginning or an end. If we live in a closed universe, then even if we travel along a straight path without any turns, it can eventually return back to where it started. This is possible because objects with mass cause a curvature in space-time. This is what causes the apparent force of gravity binding the moon to the Earth, Earth to the Sun, and Sun to the galaxy. There only appears to be a force, when in reality everything is just following straight lines. If the density of the universe is high enough, space-time can completely curve into itself to form a closed universe. We would be analogous to two-dimensional beings living on a sphere, able to travel only on the surface and never go inside.
Just to kick some things around.
This sphere is expanding, and the rate of expansion is accelerating.
Got caught in the rain, and I was calling out her name.
According to Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, nothing can travel through space faster than the speed of light.
Say why. It's just one of those mystery, like our song.
But the expansion of space itself causes the distance between faraway objects to increase faster than even light can travel.
Wind blew off the mountains, it was colder than a cup. Mothers all call their kids inside.
The farther apart two galaxies are from one another, the faster the distance between them increases. galaxies that are extremely far apart increases faster than even the speed of light.
Even when she's there.
This is true in both an open universe and in a closed universe. Therefore, even if we live in a closed universe, it would still not be possible to circumnavigate the entire universe and return to where we started, as was shown. The expansion of space is too
really
rapid.
Can't say why. It's just one of those mysteries. Like our song.
Though the expansion of space does not increase the distance of the moon to the Earth, or the distance of the Earth to the Sun, or the distance of the Sun to the other stars in our galaxy. These are bound together by the apparent force of gravity, and the expansion of space does not overcome this. The only distances that are increasing are the distances between galaxies. Every observer in the universe will see all the galaxies moving away from them as if they are at the center of expansion.
Everything I've ever said could be written on one page.
This is true both in an open universe and in a closed one.
But you might not understand it. Everyone I ever knew came up to me.
If the density of the universe is high enough, we live in a closed universe, and its shape is analogous to a sphere. A triangle drawn on the surface of this sphere will violate Euclidean geometry, in that its angles will add up to a value greater than 180 degrees.
The stars for reasons for what we're going through. There's a rhythm in the madness.
If the density of the universe is low enough, we live in an open universe, and its shape is analogous to a saddle.
But it's not enough. Everything that came before.
A triangle drawn on the surface of this saddle will violate Euclidean geometry in a different way, in that its angles will add up to a value less than 180 degrees.
Living with the complications
There is a
of
third
all that
possibility.
has been said. But this silence.
If the density is exactly in between that of a closed universe and that of an open universe, then we live in what we call a flat universe.
And it looks like shattered steel.
A flat universe would still have curvature near the stars and planets, but it would be flat in the sense that a triangle drawn on a large section of the universe would obey Euclidean geometry and have its angles add up to 180 degrees.
There is beauty in the darkness and in this
A flat universe, like an open universe, contains an infinite number of stars and planets.
fear of passion, and we hide from other truths, and we search
The
the
Earth
stars
appears flat to us when we are able to
what
see
we're
the
going
portion of it.
There's a rhythm in the madness. There's a fever in the blood.
As far as the accuracy
Just
of
a
our measurements
heartbeat
can tell,
short
we
of
seem to live
heaven.
in a flat universe.
But it's not enough. Everything I've ever said could be written on one page.
However, this may be simply because we are able to
But you
observe
might
only a
not
tiny part of the entire
understand
universe.
it. Everyone I ever knew came
Both a
up
sphere
to
and
me
a saddle
that
look
day.
flat when you zoom in and look at only a tiny section.
You'd think that I had planned.
Just as ancient people tried to discover if the Earth was round or flat, we now are trying to discover the shape of the entire universe.